Parmar Anand. I am 70 years old. I am from Himatnagar, Sabarkantha. My father name is Dashrath. My father profession is a teacher. My mother name is Jyosnabi and my mother is a housewife. I have completed my 12th commerce in DA Vidya Mandir Dhanduka and I achieved a board examination in 60%. My hobby is traveling to historical place, playing games, etc. I am student of GNM nursing. I am choose the GNM line to help poor peoples. Uh, Thank you.
टॉपिक
First video, communication skills. First assignment, communication skills. Listening, speaking, reading, writing. Why do we listen? To know, to ask question, affect or evaluate. Second video, active listening. Learn, interact, provide feedback, maintain eye contact, head, have a good posture, build support and establish trust. Selective listening. Listen, filter, concentrate. Empathetic listening. Listening to understand feeling and emotion under and the situation. Listening behind words, sharpness, emotional intelligence, and effective social skills. Critical or evaluating listening. Listening to evaluate and analyze, ignore the unimportant bits, analyze and use what most relevant to your line of work. Trace of a good listener. Listening attentive, ask question for a classification, show imperatives, develop trust, make relations, appreciate a speaker, non judgment, unbiased, provide feedback. Remember, active, selective, empathic, critical or evaluating, good listener evaluate a speech and not the speaker.
Hello, good morning everyone. My name is Jil Prajapati and I am 18 years old and I am doing GNM nursing in Ganpat University, Khairwa. First assignment is communication skill. First one listening, second one speaking, third one reading and fourth one writing. Receptive skills. First one listening and reading. Why do we listen? To know, to ask question, to appreciate or evaluate. The process of listening. To know, to understand, remembering, evaluating, and feedback. Listening and hearing. Listening is voluntary, and hearing is involuntary. It is a deliberate activity, and hearing is a natural. Listening requires proper attention and interpretation. Hearing, no need to pay attention. Listening is a systematic process, and hearing is a random and haphazard. Second assignment, active listening. Learn, interact, provide feedback, maintain eye contact, head, have a good posture, build rapport, and establish trust. Selective listening. First one is listening, filter, concentrate. Empathetic listening. Listening to understand feelings and emotions. Understand the situation. Listening behind words sharpens emotion intelligence and effective social skills. If influence your lines both on a personal and professional level. Critical or evaluating listening. Listening to evaluate and analyze. Ignore the unimportant bits. Analyze and use what's most relevant to your line to work. Traits of a good listener. First one is listening attentionally. Ask question for a clarification. Show empathize. Develop trust. Make a relationship. Appreciate speaker. Non-judgmental and unbased. Remember, first one active, second one selective, third one empathetic, fourth one critical or evaluate. Third assignment, types of non-verbal communication. First one verbal and second one non-verbal. Non-verbal communication, haptics, sign language, proxemics, parallelistic and chronics. Second one, haptics, sense of touch, gentle pat on a back or a high five. Third one, emblems. An example of a cultural bound emblem is the insert thumb and forefinger. Proxemics. Proxemics is the study of the physical space in interpersonal relationship. Thank you for listening me.
Hello friends, good morning. My name is Karyaheli Dilip Kumar. I am studying GNM Nursing Ganpat University. My today topic is speaking skill. My name is Karyaheli Dilip Kumar. I study in Ganpat University GNM Nursing. My father name is Dilip Kumar and she is a teacher. My mother name is Asaben and she is a housewife. My best friend name is Zil and Dia. I have a lots of friends but Jilendia is my best friend. We both study in a Ganpati University GNM Nursing. We share about our tiffin and he is a very intelligent and help me in the studies. I like to share company very much and feel blessed to have him in my life. Listening skill. Listening skill. First one is communication skill. First one is a listening. Second one is a speaking. Third one is a reading. Fourth one is a writing. Receptive skills are two parts, listening and reading. Why do we listen? To know, to ask questions, to appreciate, to our evaluation. The process of listening, receiving, understanding, remembering, evaluating feedback. Listening and hearing. Listening is the voluntary, hearing is the involuntary. Listening is it is a deliberated activity, hearing is a natural activity. These are require proper attention and interpretation. To need to pay attention, it is a systematic process. Hearing is a random and hazard process. Second video, activity active listening. Learn, interact, provide feedback, maintain eye contact, have a good posture, blind report, establish trust. Selection listening, listen, filter, concentration. Uh, Empathetic listening. Listening is understanding feeling, understand to a situation, listening behind the words, perhaps emotion, intelligent, and effective social skill influence your life both on a person and a professional level. Critical in a evaluation listening. Listening is a evaluation and analysis. Ignore to unimportant bits analyzing and use what most relative to your line for work. Remember, active. First one is active, second one is select, third one is empathetic, the fourth one is critical, fifth one is evaluation. Third video is the seventh is effective communication. First one is a clarity, second one is a completeness, third one is a consciousness, fourth one is a consideration, fifth one is a contrast, sixth one is a correctness, seventh one is a concreteness. First one is a clarity. Clarity of thoughts come from a careful consideration for the of the object and communication concept and of a communication. Second one is completeness. For completeness, see if you have answered all the questions. Check for a switch question who, what, where, when, and how. Thank you.
Hello and good morning everyone. My name is Maldev Brahman. I am first year GNM student. My introduction, my name is Maldev Brahman. I am 19-year-old. My father name is Baldev Bhai. My father is a farmer. I am from BK Surana. I am GNM first year student. My favorite sport is the cricket. My best friend. I have a lot of friends, but Kuldeep is my best friend. He's studying in my school with me. Both of study in class 5 in others high school. We play cricket together in a school. He is very intelligent and helps to me to studies. We share a tiffin box and enjoy very much together. I like his company very much and feel best to have him to my life. Listening skill, communication skill, listening, speaking, reading and to know, to ask question, approach or evaluation. The process of listening, reworking, understanding, reminding, evaluating and feedback. Listening is voluntary. It is a defining activity. Hiding, hiding is evaluation and natural. It is It is question proper understand and intelligence. It is a systemic process. No need to pay attention. Hearing is a remind and helped. Active listening, learning, attending, provide feedback, maintain contact, and know head have good process behind the approach and question the trust. Selecting listening, filter, concentrating. Epistemic listening is to understand feelings and emotion, understand to listening and words, approach to emotion, intelligent and effective social skill. Thank you. Dividing your lives to both on a personal and professional lives. Titles of the good listening activity, ask question for a classification, show impact, development trust, make a relation, approach speaker, non-argument, verbal, provide feedback. Type of communication skill. Type of communication is communication, verbal, non-verbal. non Non-verbal communication, kindness, sing language, proximal programming and habits, scenes of a trust, handshake or a granted putback or a high five sentence. Imbels are greatest get a specific meaning and example stagnant bones. Example this term of processing. Proximal is the study of psychology, patient interperson, all relation, and to include as the convey meaning. First, quality, volume, place and rate, speed, voice modulation, purpose. Cormasic, the study of how human beings communication thugs there use the 5 times 7 C's of effective communication. Clarity, competitive, conscious, uh, conscious and controversies. Clarity, you don't know anything unless you stay in writing. Clarity of a thugs comes from the careful conscious of the objective communication, contact or middle communication. Complex, sending a important message, you both the full ghost, you get a zero result. Thank you.
One minute. Hello friends, good morning. My name is Meet. Today my topic speaking skill. Name introduction. My name is Meet Thakur. I am 18-year-old. My father name is Yonji. My father teacher. I am from Padi. Best friend. I have lots of friends, but Nirmal is my best friend. He studies in my school with me. My studying class. I live in other school. He play cricket to the school. He is very intelligent and in studies. Nah. We share our tiffin box and enjoy company very much and feel this listening skill. To know, to ask question, approach the process of listening, receiving, understanding, remembering, library, feedback, listening. Listening is voluntary, it is a development activity. Hearing is a voluntary. Little are proper attractive and respect and no need to pay attention is with systematic process. Active listening leads a interesting protective feedback, maintain eye contact, not bad, have good project, bad report and establish trust. Selective listening filter, considerate empathic listening to understand feelings and emotion. Understand the situation, listening behind words. Sharpen emotional intelligence and effective social skill. Traits of a school listener attacks ask question for so impacts develop trust, make a relation, practice speaker, non-judgment, provide feedback. Types of communication skill, communication verbal, non-verbal. Thank you.
Jai Shri Ram. Good morning. My name is Joshi Sanjay Kumar from Surana Brahman. Good morning, everyone. My name is Joshi Sachin. I am from Banaskantha, Jilga Surana. I study GNM nursing first year. My father is farmer and my mother is a housewife. So my friend name is Joshi Sachin. He is the best friend and he is got and he both study in class 5 in the school, play with cricket at Argentina school. He is very intelligent and he will help me and student. We have here our tiffin box and enjoy very much. Forget I like this his company very much and will listen to him my life. Listening skill, community skill, listening skill, speaking, reading, writing, to know, to ask and to question, applied for our evaluation, this process for listening, releasing, understanding, learning, feedback. Listening, lasting is voluntary. It is a very voluntary activity. Hearing is involuntary. Voluntary activity is listening. Learn in target, provide feedback, management every contact, not have a good positive ability report and estimates trust selectivity listening filter listening is to understand the feelings and emotion understand to the situation listening words word expression emotion and effects skill. Thank you.
Good morning, ma'am. My my topic is speaking skill. My name is Prajapati Nancy Jagdish Bhai. I am studying GNM nursing in Ganpati University, Kherwa. My father name is Jagdish Bhai and he is a doctor. My mother name is Chetna Ben. She is a housewife. My best friend name is Krishna. I I have a lot of friends, but Krishna is my best friend. We both study in Ganpati University GNM nursing. We 15 bucks and he is a very she is a very intelligent and helps me in studies. I like his company very much and feel blessed to have him in my life. Listening skills, communication skills, listening. First one listening, second one speaking, third one reading, fourth one writing. Respective skills, listening and reading. Why do we listen? To know, to ask a question, applicate or available. The process of listening. One receiving, to understanding, remembering, evaluating, feedback. Listening is listening and hearing. Listening is a voluntary. Hearing is involuntary. Yeah, it is a deliberate activities. Hearing natural. It requires proper attention and interpretation. No need to pay attention. It is a systematic process. Hearing is a reminder and appraisal. Intercept, provide feedback, maintain eyes contact, not yet, have a good posture, build rapport and establish trust. Selective listening, listen, filter, contracted. Empathic listening, listening to understand feelings, understand the situation, listening behind the words, silence, emotional intelligence, and effective social skills. Effective viewers lives both on a personal and professional level. Critical, critical or evaluative listening. Listening is to evaluate and always ignore the important bits, analyze and use what's most relevant to your line of work. Traits of a good listener. Listener activity ask channels for clarifications. So, so empathy, so develop trust, make relationship attractive, speak assignment number 3, types of non-verbal communication. Types of non-verbal, verbal 35%, non-verbal 65%, facial expressions, tone of voice, monument, appearance, eye contact, generation posture. Non-verbal communication, kindness, haptics, sign language, proximals, graphics, chromonics, gesture, posture, facial expression. It is haptic. Sense of sense of touch, handshake, or a gentle pat on back, or a high five. Impulse and experience of a virtue bond emblems the accredited thumbs and forefinger. Proximals is the study of physical space in international relations, intimate space to personal space, social space, public space, para, paralanguage. These include accent, loudness, tempo, pitch, cadence, rate of speech, nationality, and turn infer as this convey meaning. One quality to volume, pace, and rate, pitch, attraction, pronunciational, voice modulations, views, chromics, the study of how human beings communicate throughout their use of time. Thank you.
બોલે હેડો બકા બે જા.
Hello friends, good morning. My name is Parma Raishi. I am student of GNM Nursing in Ganpati University. Today is my topic name is listening and assignment 2. Active listening. Learn, interact, provide feedback, maintain eyes posture. Selective listening. Listener, filter, concrete. Effective listening. Listening to understand feeling and emotion, understand the situation. Listening behind words. Sharpener, emotion, intelligent, and effective social skill. Inclusion your lives both on a personal and professional level. Critical or evaluative listening. Listening to evaluating and analyze. Ignore the important words, not your link of word. Written assignment 3. Types of non-verbal communication. Types of communication. Communication. Verbal and non-verbal. Haptics. Haptics is a form of non-verbal communication using a sense of touch. Some forms of haptics communication are handshake or a gentle pat on a high five. The sense of touch allows one to experience different sanitation. Written assignment 3. Barrier to effective communication definition factors that lead to ineffective communication or communication failure. Common barriers interpersonal barrier, intrapersonal barrier, physical barrier, psychological, emotional barrier, cultural barrier, language barrier, and bypass. Thank you.
Good morning. My name is Thakur Dia and I am 18 years old. I am studying GNM Nursing in Ganpati University and my father name is Kirish Kumar and my mother name is Kapila Ben. My best friend is Hen Jill is my best friend. She is a school classmate. She is a very clever and honest girl. We study and play together. She is 18 years old. She helped me is my study. First assignment. Communication skill, listening, speaking, reading, writing. Where do we listen to know, to ask a question, approach it, or evaluate? The process of listening, receiving, understanding, remembering, evaluating feedback. Listening is voluntary. It is a deliberated activity. It required proper attention and interpretation. It is a systemic process. Hearing is evaluatory, natural, no need to play action. Hearing is random and haphazard. Second assignment, 7 C's of effective communication: clarity, completeness, conciseness, considerateness, courtesy, correctness, concreteness. Clarity of those concepts from a careful consideration of each objective of communication, concept and medium of communication. Correctness, the term correctness refer to the accuracy of processing of a message. Correctness implicitly giving correct factors, and I am appropriate time. I am sta- stable styling. Assignment number 3. Various of effective communication definition factors that lead to effective communication or communication fluid. Common barriers, interpersonal barriers, physical barriers, psychological barriers, cultural barriers, language barriers, bypassing barriers. Thank you.
Hello everybody, my name is Vikram Puri. My topic is introduction. My name is Vikram. I am 18 years old. My father's name is Samapuri. My mother's name is Kamalaben. I am from BKM. I am GNM first year student. My favorite sport is cricket. Best friend. I have lot of best friend, but Kuldeep is my best friend. He is studying in my school with me. We both study in class 5 in other school. We play cricket together in school. He is very intelligent. I help me in studying. We share your tiffin box and enjoy very much together. I like this company very much and feel blessed to have him in my life. Listening skills, communication skills, listening skills, speaking skills, reading skills, writing skills. To know to ask questions, appreciate or evaluate the process of listening. Receiving, remembering, evaluation, feedback. Listening, listening is a, it is a described activity. Hearing is involve a no, active listening. Learning, improve the feedback, maintain easy contact, need head, active good process, report and question. Select listening, filters, concept, empathic listening to understand feelings and emotions. understand in a situation, listening behavioral words, shape emotion, intelligence, and effective social skills. Uh, Traits of good listening. Listening activity ask question for classifications, show empathy, develop trust, make relationship appreciate speaker, non feedback, provide feedback, type of communication skills, type of communication, verbal, non-verbal, uh, kinesics, haptics, syncs, language, uh, chromatics, haptics, scene of touch, handshake, or sank pat or back or high uh, sentence. Quality, volume, place, rate, pitch, accuracy, provide voice, push. Thank you. Very thank you.
Hello friends, my name is Hadat Ravi. I am student GNM Nursing of Ganpati University. My topic is class activity speaking skills. First assignment. My name is Hadat Ravi. I am a student of GNM Nursing at Ganpati University. My father's name is Buraji. My mother's name is Kokila Ben. Best friend. Friends are the important part of everyone's life. A friend is someone with whom you can share your joy and sorrows and who is there to help in case of need. I have many friends, but Michael is my best friend. He is my classmate and my neighbor too. I am lucky and enough to have true friend like Michael. Listening skill. Listening receptive skill, listening, reading, listening, speaking, reading, writing. Why do we listening? To know, to ask question, appreciate or evaluate the process of listening, re- receiving, understanding, remembering, evaluating, feedback, listening. Listening is voluntary. It is a deliberate activity. It require proper attention and interpretation. It is systematic process. Example, song, movie, lecture, hearing. Hearing is involuntary, natural, no need to pay. Hearing is random and happy. Example, word sharing, noise, active listening, learn, interact, provide feedback, maintain eye contact, have good posture, build rep, rapport, and establish trust. Selecting listening, construct listening to understand feeling and emotional, understand the situation. Listening can shape emotional intelligence and effective social skill. Influences your life both of personal and professional life. Critical or evaluation listening. Listening to evaluate and analyze. Ignore the important word analyze and use what most relevant to your line of work. Treat of good listener. Listener attentively ask questions for clarification. Show empathy. Make relationship. Appreciate speaker. Non-judgmental. Provide feedback. Remember active, selective, empathetic, evaluation. Type of communication skill. Communication, verbal or non-verbal. Non-verbal communication. Kinesis, haptic, sign language, chromics, chromics, haptic, sense of thought, handshake or a central part of hi-fi sentence. Emblems. Emblems are gestures that have a specific meaning and example for a culture. One emblem, thumb and for effect. Chromics. Proxemic is the study of physical space in interact relation. Quality, volume, pace, rate, pitch, articulation, voice, seven is of effect, clarity, com, complex, concrete, courteous, correct, clarity. You do, you don't know anything already unless you can.
Morning. Today my topic is a self-introduction. My name is a Priyam. My father name is a Piyush Bhai. I am studying in Ganpat University Mehsana and GNM nursing student. And, community skill, listening, speak, reading, writing. Listening can be defined of evaluation. The process of listening, recovering, understand, remember, feedback. Listening is a voluntary. It is a deliberate activity. It's specific process. Hearing is evaluation, natural on no need to play patient. Hearing in dom and in interact, provide feedback, build a report and select listening. Empath- Empathic listening. Listening to understand feeling and emotion. Understand to work influence your lives both on professional level. Cric- Scripts of a good listening activity. Ask a question for critical. Show empathy. Develop a trust. Make a relation non under. Remember. Activity selective. Empathy. Type of verbal communication. Haptics. Single language. Proxemic. Haptic, haptics. Sense of touch. Gentle on back or high five. Evaluation on example of a for proxemic study of physiology, space in interpersonal relation. Thank you.
Good morning, ma'am. My name is Thakur Nirmal. Today my topic is self introduction. My name is Thakur Nirmal. I am 18 years old and my father occupation is teacher in government. My mother is out.
I am studying in GNM Nursing at Ganpati University. Listening skill, communication skill. First, listening, speaking, reading, writing. Why do we listen? First, to know. Second, to ask, appreciate, or evaluate. The process of listening, receiving, understanding, remembering, evaluating feedback. Listening or listening is a voluntary, hearing is involuntary. It is a deliberate activity, hearing is natural. Listening, it requires proper attention and it is a systematic process. Hearing is random and absurd. Active listening, learn, interact, provide feedback, have a good posture, build rapport, and establish trust. Empathic listening, listening to understand feeling, emotion, and understand the situation. Listen behind words, sharpen emotional intelligence and effective social skill. Influence regardless both personal and professional level. Critical or evaluating listening. Listening to evaluate and analyze, ignore the unimportant bias, analyze and use what's most relevant to your life of work. Trait of a good listener. First, listening attentively. Second, ask for class clarification. Show empathy, non-judgmental, advance, provide active, selective, empirical, critical, or evaluating. Type of non-verbal, type of communication. Communication, verbal or non-verbal. Non-verbal communication, kindness, apathics, science, language, proxy, and chronics. Next, facial experience, occupational, occultations, gesture, posture, haptics, sense of touch, gentle put on back or high five, emblems. An example of a culture bond emblem in the encrelate thumb and forefinger. Proximus, physical space in interpersonal relation. Intimate space, personal space, social space, public. Retro speech, nationality and tone of those convey quality, volume, facial rate, pitch, articulation, pronunciation, voice modulation, pauses. 6. Chronics, the study of how human beings communicate through their use of time. Thank you.
Hello, I am Prajapati Dinal. I am 18 years old and I am doing GNM nursing in Ganpati University in Kerala. My listening skill assignment number 1 communication skill listening, speaking, reading, writing. Why do we listen? To know, to ask questions, appreciate or evaluate. The process of listening to know, to understanding, remembering, evaluating, feedback. Listening and hearing. Listening is voluntary, hearing is involuntary. It is a deliberate activity, natural. It requires proper attention and interpretation. No need to pay attention. It is a automatic. Hearing is random and habitual. Assignment: active listening, learn, interpret, provide feedback, maintain eye contact, note, have good posture, build rapport, and establish trust. Selective listening, listener, filter, concentration. Empathic listening, listening to understand feeling and emotion, understand the situation, listen behind words, sharpness, emotional intelligence, and effective social skill. In influential lists both on a personal and professional level. Or evaluating listening, listening to evaluate and on analysis. Ignore the unimportant bites and analyze and use what's most relevant to your line of work. Traits of a good listener: listening attentively, ask questions for clarification, show empathy, develop trust, make relationship, appreciate speakers, non-judgment on this. Remembers active, selective, empathic, critical, or evaluative. Assignment number 3 Seven is of effective communication. Number one, clarity. Second, comparative. Third, conscious. Uh, for concentration. Five, poverty. Six, correctness. And seven, concentration. Clarity. Clarity of thought comes from a careful concentration, consent, contents, and medium of communication. Hmm. Completeness. For completeness, see if you have analyzed all of the question. Check for five the question: who, what, where, when, and why, and who. Thank you.
Hello, good morning. My name is Fatal Mahi Chetan Kumar, GNM first year. First video community skills, skill speaking, reading, writing. To are the I to ground it, to ask a question. Helper to is the professional of living, reading, living, being, facting. Living to audition. It is a defense activity. It reading for to work and information into the skill prouded. Heading in requirement health to need of the heading it living to process. Assignment number two, activity living is solve video process fighting movement in to grounded head have to good problem read and city trust. Read speaking living speaking to only said pros and not to the whole the message to living. Communication no to the skilling if in information to living to information feeling and emotional information the student living be have word but information in truth and feeling soul skill information your living about on a patient and formal living. Cases for caring for living station, living for environment and in test. Ignoration the information but living and use works most requirement to your live to work. Traditional of good living activity act question for classification can women the living trust making a report relationship and the speaking no but no just meal about personal food. Reminder activity research or information crafting of the video number three assignment number three typing of normal communication. Typing of normal communication verbal non-verbal normal ground help process progress chills groundy final exam cold health cell to hold the general post back to five innovation in examination of the who bold information the improvement and process the state of information in the process solar process five problem is this is the great knowledge first credit of the speaking and two information of the foreign manipulation verbal past information video making play is charging the germination the student of the journal because communication with the use of time. Thank you.
Hello, good morning. My assignment one, introduction. Hello, nice to meet you. Thank you for giving me this opportunity to introduce myself. My name is Michael. Best friend. A best friend is someone special we can share all.
feelings with whom I have lots for friends. But Ravi is my best friend. He is also my classmate. He is very good at studies. He is good at playing football. Listening skill, listening, writing. Why do we listen? Took note to ask question. Appraisal of evaluation. The process of listening, receiving, understanding, remembering, evaluating, feedback. Listening is voluntary. It is a deliberate activity. It requires attendance and interest is a systemic process. Assignment 2. Hearing is a nature to need to pay attend hearing activity. Listening, learn, provide feedback, maintain eye contact, not head have good procedure. Select listening. We only will filter the message of truth. Assignment 3. Type of communication. Verbal, non-verbal. Facial experience, obstruction, gesture, posture. Proxemic study of social speech in interpersonal relation. Quality, volume, pace, rate, pitch, articulation, voice, pulse. 7CS effective communication. Clarity, completeness, conditional, persuasive correctness, sentence. Type of communication. Communication, verbal communication, non-verbal communication, oral spoken, writing, speaking, haptic, sign language, proximal, procedure, chromical. Thank you.
Hello, good morning. My name is Chaudhary Datiben. I am studying in Ganpat University. My father name is Dungrabai. My mother name is Radhaben. My best friend name is Priya, and I have lost friend, but and friend we will study in Ganpati University, GNM nursing, box and that business skill, communication, speaking, writing, right to listening to technology as the process of listening, recording, understanding, remark, investigation, feedback, listening is a value. Thank you.
Good morning. My name is Pushananda Giri. I am studying GNM nursing in Ganpati University, Kherwa. My father name is Giri and my mother name is Gita Ben, and he is housewife. My best friend name is Hemiksha and Minal. I have lots of friends, but Hemiksha and Minal my best friend. We both study in Ganpati University GNM nursing. We share our tiffin box and he is very interesting and helps me in studies. I like company very much and feel blessed to have him in my life. First assignment, listening skill, communication skill, listening, speaking, reading, writing. Reciprocal skill, listening and reading. We will listening to now to ask question, apprentice to evaluate the process in listening, receiving, understanding, reviewing, evaluating feedback. Is not it is a deliberate activity is maintenance in harding is natural, no need to pair attendance. Harding is random hardware. Second assignment, active listening. Learn, interact, provide feedback, mention head, have good process, blood report and establish trust. Selective listening, filter, contactive, effective listening to understand feeling under situation, listening the word first emotion, creative, critical or evil listening. Listening to able and
Answer ignore the understanding bites. Third assignment, types of communication, verbal, non-verbal. Non-verbal communication kinds such as sign language processing, prejudice speech, common sense, central process, facial active. Thank you.
I am GNM first. Assignment 1, listening skill. Listening skill best to type listening and reading. Do we listen to now to ask a question, appreciate or evaluate? The process of listening, receiving, understanding, reminding. Um, type of listening. Activity testing. Activity testing. Learn, interact, provide feedback. Selective listening. Listening to only selected and not the whole. First, the message to question. Contact, connective only creating accept. Empathy listening. Listening to understand feeling and emotions. Understand the creator or evaluation listening. Listening to evaluation and evaluate and traits of a good listening is listen and anticipating, ask clarification, show empathy, develop trust, relationship, appreciate factor, non-judgmental. Assignment 2, types of communication, verbal and non-verbal. Types of non-verbal communication. Intentions, learning, proxemics, pressing, pressing અને cornices, synthesis, એમાં છે ફેલિકલ, ઓક્યુલેસિસ, બ્રેસ્ટર અને કોસ્ટર. એપેસિસમાં છે સેન્સ ઓફ ટચ અને gentle pat on back or a hide feet. Imbalance. An example of a culture bond embeds in the ankle, thumb and forefinger. Prosthesis. Study of physical space in IPR. Element space, personal space, social space and public space. Paralleling question. These educate. Thank you.
Myself, Aarti Vakila from GNM first year. Assignment 1, listening skills. Two types of receptive skills, listening, reading. Why do we listen? To know, to ask questions, appreciate or evaluate. The process of listening, receiving, understanding, remembering, evaluating, feedback. Types of listening, active listening, learn, interact, provide feedback, maintain eye contact, nod, head, have good posture. Selective listening, listen to only selected portion and not the whole. Filter the message too quickly, concentrate only the certain aspect. Empathic listening, listening to understand feelings and emotions, understand the situation. Listen behind words, sharpens emotion intelligence and effective social skills. critical or evaluative listening, listening to evaluate and analysis. Ignore the unimportant bits, analyze and use what's most relevant to your line of work. Traits of good listener. Listener attentivity. Ask questions for clarification. Show empathy. Develop trust. Make relation. Appreciate speaker, not judgment. Assignment 2. Types of communication. Verbal, non-verbal. Types of non-verbal communication. Kinesics, haptics, sign language, proxemics, paralinguistic, chronemics, kinesics, spatial, oculesics, gesture, posture, haptics, sense of touch, gentle pat on back or high five. Embers, an example of culture bound embers insert thumb and forefinger. Proximate, study of physical space in interpersonal relationship. Inanimate space, personal space, social space, public space. Chronemics, the study of how human beings communicate through their use of time. Assignment 3. 7 C's of effective communication. Clarity, completeness, conciseness, consideration, courtesy, correctness, concentration. Clarity, you don't know anything clearly unless you can state it in writing. Completeness, sending an incomplete message, you bear the full cost, you get zero result. Assignment 5. Communication. Verbal communication, non-verbal. Verbal communication, oral, written or non-verbal. Kinetic, haptic, sign language, proxemics, parallels, chronemics. Advantages of oral communication. Quickness in exchange of ideas, inanimate feedback, flexibility, personal touch, removes misunderstanding, encourage two-way communication. Thank you.
Good morning everyone. My name is Tanya. I am Sarodi. I study in GNM Nursing. Assignment 1. Listening skill. Listening, speaking, reading, writing. Why do we listen? To know, to ask questions or evaluate. Process of listening. Receiving, understanding, remembering, evaluating, feedback. Listening. Listening is voluntary, it is deliberate activity. It requires proper attention and intention. It is systematic process. Hearing. Hearing is voluntary, natural, no need to pay attention. Hearing is random and haphazard. Assignment 2. 7 C of effective communication. 7 C of effective communication. Clarity, completion, concise, coordination, contrast, correctness, continuity. Clarity of thought comes for a careful communication of the objective of communication, content and medium of communication. Complex. Sending an incomplete message, you hear the full course, you get zero result. Assignment 3. Barriers to effective communication. Definition. The factors that lead to effective communication or communication future. Common barriers. Interpersonal barriers. And intrapersonal barriers, interpersonal barriers, physical barriers, physiological, cultural barriers, language bypassing.
Hello, good morning. My name is Kamal Saben Manubai. I am studying GNM first year. Video number 4. 7 C of effective communication. Clarity, competence, coincidence, consistence, cooperation, correctness, convergence. Clarity. Clarity of thought come from a creative condition of the objective of communication, content and medium of communication. Correctness, then correctness refers to the creative or efficiency of a machine. Correctness is plain, giving correctness at an approach. I am citable the
Types. Video number 4. Structure diagram. Communication, verbal communication, non-verbal communication. Verbal communication, oral spoken. Writing, non-verbal communication. Fitness, happiness, sing likeness, project, need, trolling, speech, promise, mic. Advantage of oral communication. Questionnaire is exchange of ideas, immediate feedback, flexibility, personal touch, remove memories in emotion to wide communication. Video number 6. Barrier to effective communication. Definition. Factors that made to effective communication or communication type. Communication barrier. Interpersonal barrier, physical barrier, physical emotional barrier, culture barrier, language barrier, by passing. Thank you.
Hello everyone, good morning. My name is Parikshita. First video class activity. My name is Parikshita Sajesh. I am studying at GNM in Ganpat University, Kherwa. My father name is Shailesh and he is a teacher. My mother name is Hemlata Ben. She is a housewife. My best friend name is Khushbu and Maitri. I have a lot of friends, but Khushbu and Maitri is my best friend. We both study in a Ganpat University, GNM nursing. We share teaching work is very intelligent and helps me in study. I like his company and feel blessed to have in my life. Listening, communication, listening, speaking, reading, writing. Who do we listening to know, to ask a question, effective or evaluating. The process of listening, receiving, understanding, rebelling, evaluating, feedback. Listening is two videos. Active listening, learn, interact, provide feedback, mention a contact mode here, have good posture, word, report and establish trust. Selective listening filter, connected and intuitive listening to understand and to be understood the situation, listening behind words, serpents, emotional intelligence and effective social skills, influencing our lives both in a personal and professional life. Critical evaluation, listening to evaluation and analyze what the uncertainty, analyze and use what knows relation to your line of work. 3 video. Type of a non-verbal communication. Type of a communication. Verbal, non-verbal. Non-verbal communication. Kinesis, haptics, sign language, mixing, paralysis, sermon. 4 video. Effective communication. Clarity, complexity, communication, communication. Clarity of those comes from a carefully consideration of the objective of a communication, connect and the medium of a communication. 5 video. Advantage of oral communication. In an exchange of ideas, immediate feedback, flexibility, personal touch, remove mission, distance, to a very communication. For 6 video, barrier of effective communication. Definition: the factors that lead to effective communication or the communication failure. Common barriers: interpersonal barrier, physical, emotional barrier, cultural barrier, language barrier, bypassing. Thank you.
Hello, I am Gayatri Chaudhary. I am 18 years old and I am going GNM Nursing in Ganpat University, Kherwa. Assignment and communication skill, listening, speaking, reading, writing. Right. Assignment 2 activity listening. Learner impact toward the Facebook medical convent needle have a good posting, build reporter and after lead style. Selection listening. Listening filter communication. Emotional listening to advanced feelings and impossible. Assignment 3 types of non-verbal communication. Types of communication. Communication is verbal and non-verbal. Non-verbal communication, dancing, happiness, singing, language, processing, specific times, constant, persist, excessive, happy day, senate of touch, gentle pet, effect, or I am sick, emulation, I am feeling of pratic, blue, English, impressive, thumb, and feeding. Assignment for 7 C's of communication, clearly communication, concise, cursive, perfect, and command. Assignment 3 communication. Verbal communication and of course writer. Non-verbal speech, unverbal products and expressions to
Hello, I am Patil Kushi. Patil Kushi, I am first year old, 18 years old. I am doing GNM Nursing in Ganpat University, Kerala. Assignment 1 communication skill, listening, speaking, writing. Why do I we listen? To know, to ask a question, to know, to understand, reminding, evaluating feedback, listening. Listening is a voluntary. It is a debating condition. Introduction. It is a question. Hearing is random process and happy failure. Assignment 3 types of non-verbal communication. Types of communication. Communication verbal, non-verbal. Non-verbal communication is attitude, sign, understanding, AMX, kidney, question, happy days, sense of touch, part on back or a high fever. Assignment 5 communication. Verbal communication, oral speaking, written, kidneys, happy fish, sing, urgently, proactive, community. Thank you.
Hello, good morning everyone. My name is Hemeksa Chadav. I am GNM first year in Bhumi. My topic is listening skilling, communication skills, listening, speaking, reading, writing. Why do we listen? To know, to ask questions, appreciate, to evaluate. The process of listening, receiving, international focus on hearing a speaker's message, understanding, to learn the meaning of its remembering, associating meaning to what you have listened earlier, evaluation, judging the value of the message, feedback, responding to a speaker's message, listening, active listening, learn, interact, provide feedback, maintain eye contact, nod head, have good posture, building report, and ambulance trust. Selective listening, listen to only select a person and not the whole. Filter the message to quickly concentrate on only one. Create empathic listening. Listening to understand feeling and emotion, understand the situation, listen behind words, spend emotion listening, and effective social skills influence your life both on a personal and professional level. Rest of a good listener. Listener attentively ask questions for clarification, empathy, develop trust, make relationship, appreciate speaker, non-judgmental, unbiased, provide feedback. Thank you.
morning, friends. My name is Vidhi. My name is Vara Vidhi. My study of the GNM nursing in the Ganpat University, Kerala. Communication skill, listening, speaking, writing, reading. Why do not the listening? I can now go to ask the clean approach of the environment. The process of the listening, reading, understanding, remembering, inventing, feedback. Listening. Listening is a value. It is a difference of the it is a requirement pollution no need it by ability especially listening. Listening, feedback, conflict, innovation skill. Listening to the understanding feeling of understand of the stunning. Listening behavior. Creating of the environment. Listening. Skilling of the environment of the inside. Include the environmental list. Include use what most environment you are listening in the work. Active listening lens internet provided feedback. Many eyes contact of the heat have the good post. Bulb reported and the environmental trees.
Hello ma'am, good morning. My name is Krishna and I am first year GNM student. First video, my speaking skills. My speaking skill is a very fast and beautiful skill, and my speaking is beautiful language and most beautiful of the world. Today I am going to speaking. I am very excitement of the speaking in my skill. I speak the confidently of my word. Speaking skill are the skill that give us the ability to speaking effective. This skill allows the speaker to convey the message in a present, thoughtful and convincing manner. Speaking skill also help to listening. Idle person. Communication skill for part listening, writing, speaking, learning. Why do the listen? To know, to ask a question, attractive or evaluate. The process of listening, receiving, understanding, remembering, evaluating, feedback. Activity listening, learn, interacted, provide feedback, maintain eyes contact, nod, head, have good posture, critical or evaluating listening to evaluated and annihilate ignore the important words, note your link of work. Remember, active, selective, apathetic, critical, or evaluated. Video number 3. Types of non-verbal, types of communication, non-verbal communication, Haptic seeing language, proximal chronemics. Hepatic is a form. Haptics is a form of non-verbal communication using a sense of touch. Some forms of haptic communication are handshake or a gentle pat on a high five. Proxemics. Proxemics is the study of physical space in interpersonal relation. Critical of through corner from a careful consideration of the objective of communication, contact the medium of communication. Adventures of quick quickness in exchange of ideas, immediate feedback, flexibility, personal touch, remove misunderstandings, uh, Barriers to effective definition factor the lead to ineffective communication or communication failure. Thank you. Vijay.
My name is My name is Chenma Vijay. I am engineer here. What is my first name? Yes, there is my first. I am in first in. I am stream BK. I am GNM first year. First my first point S40. I am lighting SPT. Thank you.